Hey Book Dragons, welcome back to my channel. Glad you could join me. I've got a book tag for you today. Let's go. I was tagged in the Universes Collide Booktag by Ali from BookBinge. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description below so you can check out Ali's channel. And I don't know the original creator of the book tag, but Ali tagged me in it. So that is what we're going to do right now. And let's get right to it, shall we? Here we go. The first question on this tag is the switch up. Choose two protagonists from different series that you would like to see swap. And okay, so this is gonna be kind of a weird one, but I thought it would be kind of interesting to see Eddie from the Dark Tower switch with Shadow Moon from American Gods. I know that's totally weird. Just completely different stories. They both have kind of an urban fantasy feel to them at different points, and Eddie is from somewhat present day United States. You know, he's from the mid 80s, and of course, Shadow Moon, his story is set in modern day, so it's kind of the same time period in a sense, but they're both kind of the same type of character in that they were kind of ripped out of their normal world, their normal little box that they fit everything into that made life feel right to them. They were just kind of ripped out of that box and forced into situations that maybe they didn't want to be in. And so I thought it would be cool to see those characters swap and see how they would operate in each other's stories. So yes, Shadow Moon from American Gods and Eddie from the Dark Tower I think would be a good swap. Okay, here we go. V is for villainy. Choose a villain that you would like to see get their own story. So I would really like to see the Lord Ruler from the Mistborn series get his own story. I know we kind of got little tidbits here and there of his story in the second and third books of Mistborn, but it really still doesn't give us a whole lot of information. I would really like to see his rise to power, because it makes it clear, even though he's the main villain of the first Mistborn book, the second and third Mistborn books kind of throw some ambiguity on that. And so I would be curious to hear his story fleshed out and to figure out, okay, where did he go wrong, if he went wrong, or was he dealt a bad hand? It's kind of left for us to just pontificate on our own and come to our own conclusions ultimately. So I think that would be kind of cool. If I were to pick one character from the Mistborn series for sure to get his own story, it would be the Lord Ruler, because I think we got enough of all the other characters. So yeah, that would be my pick. So the next question is the adaptation. Choose a character that you'd like to see get novelized. And I am going to go with the Mistborn series again. Well, no, I shouldn't say the Mistborn series alone. Just the Cosmere in general, and that would be Hoid. Now, I know we are supposed to eventually get Hoid's story, so maybe this is cheating, because we already know that if you follow the Cosmere, you know that he's probably going to get his own story eventually. But it's going to be a while. It's going to be probably several years down the road. I think Brandon has said he really won't start working on Dragonsteel, which I think is where we get Hoyd's story, until probably after the Stormlight Archive is completed. And that's going to be a while. So I'm just getting a little impatient. I would like to see Hoyd get his own story sooner rather than later. But whenever it comes out, Brandon, if you're watching this, I know you're probably not, I will enjoy it nonetheless. Okay? All right, let's move on to the next question. The crossover. Choose two characters from different... Choose two characters from different universes that you'd like to see interact. This was an easy one for me. Sherlock Holmes and Hercule Poirot. They are both master detectives, and yet they both bring something completely different to their stories. And so I think it would be really cool to see them get a book together where they're both hot on the heels of a crime and they have to figure out who did it. And you've got Hercule Poirot's little gray cells working on the problem, and you've got Sherlock Holmes' powers of deduction to combine with Hercule Poirot's gifts. So you got the ultimate mashup, I think. And I think it would just be cool. I know they come from slightly different time periods, but I think it would still work. You know, this is a make-believe universe we're setting up, right? So if I were to collide two universes, it would be Sherlock Holmes and Hercule Poirot. I would say that I would like to see a mashup between Doctor Who and Sherlock Holmes. I would like to see those two collide. And there have been lots of fan theories about how that could happen. I didn't go that route, though, because while there are novelizations of Doctor Who, it is primarily a visual entertainment story. It's a TV show, so I avoided bringing a TV show into this. I stuck with books, but it would be cool to see a mashup of Sherlock Holmes and Doctor Who, and they could totally do that, right? I mean, he's met every other character from history. Why not a character from fictional history? Yeah, I don't know. So, there we go. All right. The final question is tonal shift. Choose a story to give a different tone or genre to. I thought long and hard about this. I've heard other people say that Mistborn would be great as a grimdark story, and that's true. That would be curious, but I didn't go that route. I got to thinking it would be really interesting to see the Chronicles of Narnia go grimdark. There's things in Narnia that could easily transition to more of a grimdark setting. There are characters in Narnia that you could easily watch as they descend into darkness, or characters that could easily be severely morally ambiguous. So I know that's kind of a weird thought because it's a children's fantasy tale based in allegory, and the Narnia books are fun, but I don't know if I would ever read Narnia again personally. But I would if it was set in a grimdark setting. That would be so totally new and different that I'd be like, oh, this is weird. I need to find out what this is all about. So if you know of books that are Narnia-esque or that are essentially retellings of Narnia in more of a grimdark setting. I don't know of any out there that really are, but if you know of any, let me know in the comments. I would be curious to check that out. And so that is the Universes Collide Booktag. I honestly don't know of anyone that has not done this book tag because I'm fairly late to the game. So if you're watching this video and you have not done this book tag yet, and you are a booktuber, I tag you. And I would love to find out when you have done a video about it. Make sure to let me know, get a hold of me somehow, let me know that you did it so I can check it out. And if you've already done this book tag and I don't currently watch your channel, or I missed your video where you did it, again, let me know. I'd love to check it out and see some of your answers to this tag. So I know this was a pretty short video. I'm glad you tuned in. My name's Chaz. I'm signing off. Make sure that you're reading more books, okay? See you soon.